I didn't really know that Veritas was taking off, and I really liked the guy, and this sort of speaks to what I liked about him. He was unassuming. He was not here for himself, you know. He announced his leave in a text comment. How many of us spend much time milling through those wretched things? I wanted to upload a video to see if we could generate some discussion on this subject. And really, I wanted to go in this sort of fashion. It would seem to me that the similarities that exist between theists and atheists are really much greater than what most people seem to think. Here's one idea. For example, in order to be an atheist and to really commit yourself to the scientific method, you must undergo a conversion experience of your own. That is to say, you have to submit yourself to the discovery of truth. A lot of Christians talk about being born again. They talk about how it's the dying to the self, as goes in the St. Francis prayer. It is in the dying of the self that we are born to eternal life. And in the context of science, and in the context of skepticism, we see a similar self-sacrifice. It is very much the same thing. You see, people, as different as you would like to perceive yourself from the people on the other side of the fence, you are, both of you, individuals on this planet looking for the truth. But the truth is actually something that you can only come to witness in your own terms. You are the one that lay witness to truth by yourself, for yourself. And so it is the contents of your own mind, and only the contents of your own mind, that you are responsible for. This gnashing of teeth is ridiculous. It's fruitless. In the end, the person that has committed himself to a life in service of the divine has undertaken a very similar thing than what a genuine atheist has done when submitting himself or herself to a skeptical life. In both situations, you have to cast off a part of yourself that is rooted in fantasy. If you believe in Christianity just for sake of the Christian youth group and the sense of community and belonging, you're not a good Christian. But similarly, if you're an atheist just so you can go on about Richard Dawkins and talk with all those guys around coffee and cigarettes, then you're not a good atheist. The good people on both sides of the camp are very similar. Veritas attracted a lot of attention because he was able to reach out to the good atheists out there. People that are good people. There are hateful Christians and there are hateful atheists. It doesn't really matter that they are Christian or that they are atheists. It's a human thing. Hate is, you see. Likewise, when one individual, regardless of what he believes, talks to another individual that, like himself, has submitted himself to a life in pursuit of something greater than himself, that is understood universally. The surrendering to the life in pursuit of truth is a universal virtue. It is something of universal appeal, so ought to be respected between both theists and atheists alike. The path that both the genuine theist and the genuine atheist must undertake is similar as well. Because temptation exists for both of these people. Again, why do you believe what you believe? Is it so you just don't look like a fool the next time you're in your church group? Or is it because you don't want to look like a fool in front of your friends when you're discussing Richard Dawkins at your next get-together? It's a human drive to know the truth. We know we can know, and we know that what can transpire between our ears can either be a representation of reality or a representation of our fantasy. And it takes a very special kind of person to want to live a life diverse of their own fantasy. And in that, you become atheist, and in that, you become theist. It is the people that cling to their fantasy that then become theist or atheist or whatever in between, that are really the wretched people of this world. I hope that with the passing of our friend, it's not like he's dead, I mean he's still alive, but passing from this community, that we are able to step forward in a more positive light. Let the past be the past. Let people like the amazing atheists and equally hateful people on the Christian side be forgotten. And let a new generation of people enter into a dialogue with mutual respect for each other as, as individuals who want to know the truth. That are not here to try to avoid something or just to be a groupie of some idea that they don't really understand, but they're with someone that understands, and that makes them cool. I hope that what transpires here gives us an opportunity to begin genuine discussion. Genuine discussion. There are lots of people on YouTube that are capable of doing this, that have taken a back seat for a while. I'm not talking about myself. The people are out there. Go subscribe to them. Go encourage them to make videos. And let's pick up where this good man left off.